SK, they want to try to re-enter. They were thinking about doing the Nash, but now G2 can poke them out.
Some poke decent, but Caps waiting over the wall. That's the first thing we have to keep our eyes on. Nice control work to spot him. Meganar pop for Wonder. A tiny window for them to try and hard force a play. If they don't use this Mega, it's going to be so much harder for them to fight. Scatter connects onto LeBron. Big cooldown down. Ritual Nails used, but just a tiny bit of poke. Skeens continues to go for the walkabout here. I think unaware that Caps is waiting in that brush. SK forced to group up like this as G2 just takes so much space. Brokenblade continue to force. Did use his ultimate as Mickey gets lower and lower. Dash in onto Hansama. Two members locked up by the Cyclone. Yopa immediately gonna ult, and that's a reset coming in for Slowfuse. He chases down Hansama, but an ulti responded to by Skumon. He can't stick to the target. It's the death ball of SK. Caps looking for a way in. Incredible backstep on the Petrifying Gaze from Skeens. Keeps this fight alive as Wonder desperate to keep the engage going, but the triple carries on the side of G2 are still here, and it's SK to pick up a soul point of their own.
And it's so disjointed from G2. You said it so well, Dracos. SK, they're playing as a 5-man, they're playing as a ball. But look at G2. Caps is over the wall, Broken Blade is over the other wall. How do you play this fight? This is so difficult to play. By the time Caps is trying to fight, Hansama's already out and LeBron is dead, and Broken Blade's been zoned out as well. Maybe if Caps gets a 4-man Petrifying Gaze, but you're relying on such like niche miracles to happen for you to be able to make such a fight happen because you're so split up. The saving grace for G2 is that SK wasn't able to pick up the Nash. They only got the Dragon, it's not the Soul, and they can still live on to fight another day. But G2 needs to be more organized. They need to be more grouped if they're going to be able to fight like this. One person can be on the flank, but not two.
And you can see one of the big struggles of kind of Hansama and for Broken Blade is Wall Corki does have a decent amount of AoE damage. It's a lot of single target, whereas SK, if they can just find you grouped up, it's a lot of AoE. So even if you're not there first on their list for carry that has to get taken down, a scatter, a force of will from the Syndra, you're going to lose 50% of your HP just by being near any one of your teammates.
I also just realized it's 41 minutes into the game, and Hansama has yet to complete that LDR. I think that's difficult with how much armor you see on the side of SK. Desperately needs to try to get that finished if he wants to carry in the next team fight. As SK are already starting off the Nash.
G2 in a position to contest, now forced to walk in, but it's SK who are split up. Yopa, who is isolated. This is very dangerous for the Syndra. Wonder fully stacking the Mega. Yopa coming over the wall, back to his team. Skeens and Mickey hoping to find a play. G2 collapsing on Mickey, knowing that he is the big playmaking tool. Carries of G2 stepping forward, trying to take a bit of a space. Exhaust from Mickey. Mickey about to get taken down. Skeens looking for a re-engage of his own. Nice backstep on the Solar Flare, but Mickey already forced out of the fight. Mickey already deleted. No Baron in sight. Skeens forced into GA. SK crumbling. The collapse on the Mickey paying off beautifully for G2. And Skeens about to fall. The coordination non-existent. Broken Blade looking to make a quick montage as Slowq and Wonder are on the way out. But the Hound's pursuit is there. Skumon on the chase. Slowq hoping desperately to get anything back. But all that's left is one little Yordle and a dream. A TP into the bottom lane as Wonder desperately tries to hold on, but even the wallop is not enough. G2 set to end it here.
G2, they found the fight. They got the ace. Caps can TP in the bot lane, and he's going to finish it up. The death timers are too long for them to be able to hold on. And it was SK. They didn't quite have the damage to finish the Nash. They didn't have the greatest turn. And G2 could kite them out, take down Mickey. Mickey's up in 2 seconds, but the rest of the carries are still dead for 20. G2 should be able to just finish this game nice and clean.
Simply too far away. One terrible fight for G2 into a nearly perfect one, as SK did not get another opportunity to use that combo. It's a full-on fountain dive. Farewell to arms for a former brother as G2 cleaned this one up nicely. 2-0 in the series versus SK, moving up to 3-1.